Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Now, this is a new thing I'm going to maybe start posting on the channel, see if people like it. I'm going to start posting on the channel again, which is going to be a thing that I should have been doing the whole time. Anyway, so this video is going to be titling it off just straight off the battlefield. Straight off the battlefield. I like it. So, it's basically just going to be a quick rundown of what happened in my last, if something in the game made me very happy about the game, whether it was, not like big plays from me or from anyone. I might mention them if they happen, because I like tooting my own horn, but I'll keep it to a minimum with bragging and stuff. What I'm talking about is I just came off match of Smite. It was a good game. I tried Fenrir for the first time. I did pretty well. I was 12-5, I think. But there's one thing. It bothers me in every MOBA that I play, and that's like 3 of them. I'm not going to mention one. But the other 2 are Smite and Dota. Now, it's rat. Specifically backdooring an enemy team. Let's say we're pushing mid and BAM! You've lost. Nothing you can do. They've just suddenly come down bottom lane or right if you're in Smite, and you've lost your axe. Both sets. You're like, what? We just killed you. How did you do that? How did you get behind us? How did you manage to take a Rax or a Phoenix? And then we basically lose the game because we can't defend megas. And then when people just shrug it off saying, oh, it's a part of the game. Yeah. So it's like camping in any FPS game. Or the 5-minute strat that I had for Age of Empires 3 back in the day, where I would beat you in 5 minutes because the Russians just happened to be able to do it. Doesn't mean it's honorable play. Flanking, yeah, if you're losing the fights, you fight differently. You don't go into a whole, well, we need to backdoor them, otherwise we can't win. No, you can always win a 5v5 fight. If it's in a MOBA, of course. Especially when it's got to that stage in the late game, what happened in this game? It was everyone's level 20 now. Everyone's got 6 items. Everyone's starting to buy, the 400 gold pots, the 3,000 gold pots. But that's all about positioning and, wombo combos. If you've got a Ymir who can freeze an entire team, which he was quite good at. He was freezing at least 3 of us every time he pressed his, 3 button? Yeah, I think it's the 3 button. And then when you've got, a Kronos on the team, he can chain that into another stun, into some big-ass nuke that has a tiny radius. But because there's 3 people in it, and it does so much damage, then that is enough to start a fight, to turn it. Well, not to turn it, to start dominating a fight. The other team's going to have to turn it then. But you've got to remember this Ymir. This is 2 characters so far. He can be ulting at this time. That's even if he's not a damage Ymir, that's a good 600 damage if you haven't got any protection. Which I'm an idiot, so I don't. The only one with protection is our tank, who was AFK at the time. So basically, you've got, let's say, about you get at least 1,200 damage there from 2 people, just from a wombo. Now, when you got a Shark on the team, that's when things start to get easy. So you've got all that damage already. At the same time, Shark silences everyone. So now we can't fight back. We are on low health, we can't fight back. 3 people can beat 5. It's not hard. We've done it in Dota, done it in Smite. Hell, I've done it in League of Legends and I don't even play that. I'm holding 3 fingers. So, surely, there are paths apart from ratting an opponent, which is not honorable at all. Even though it's a video game, you should fight with at least some honor. Otherwise, you're just some stooge. But honestly, there are much better ways to victory than just, I give up fighting them. They seem to all be over there. Well, I'm just going to take the tower. Take the Phoenix. Take the racks. Take everything. GG. I'm the best player ever. And I know these may sound negative, but really, it's not a cool thing to do when you're just going, well, we can't win. You've given up, but at the same time, you haven't. That can be a good thing. That can be a bad thing. I've given up on games before, and we've come back and won, which is quite amazing. I've not given up, but at the same time, there's games that are completely bleak. That if you haven't given up on, you're gonna win. If you do not give up, there is, if you give up, you have a 100% chance of losing. If you don't give up, there's always a slim hope. Now, you may not win. That's fine. You take it as a loss. But if it's something you cannot control, like Rat, well, you can control Rat, but only to a point. And especially in Smite, where your Phoenixes come back on like 2 hits and they're dead, and you've got a Shark who can literally walk in. Like, the unkillable man wants to kill your Phoenix that is on like 2 health. Yeah, he's going to do that. You can put an entire team in front of him. He's going to teleport over you. No more Phoenix. Then he's going to casually stroll out. I'm not saying it was a bad game I've just played. It was a great game until they started ratting us. And, there's one experienced member on one member of the team who's experienced rat before. And that was me. So I'm back there defending it. But I can't defend 2 lanes. Especially when they're so far apart. I did not realize this is gone for 7 minutes. This is going longer than I thought. This could be a thing. But, yeah. Just rat. Please. Please stop. Like, I understand, like in Dota. I can understand it more in Dota. In Dota, you can get back faster. You can get back to a creep wave if you buy bots. But in Smite, you've got a back, and the back is like 5 seconds. In Dota, the longest TP you can do is 4, and it feels like an eternity. And then you can get approximately where you're going. You don't just get stuck, in your fountain, just looking like an idiot, buying items. But what's done is done. I can't change the fact that I lost that game. The other team played well the whole game until we started beating them. Then they started ratting us. They played really well. They defended well. They attacked well. They fought well. That's it. They basically outplayed us. Now I feel really sad. But let me know what you think about these little big rants. I personally would like to keep doing them because, I don't know, there are some things in the gaming community that can... we could have such a glorious community. Like, any suggestions on... I'm going to try and get this straight off a game, fresh in my mind. There is no notes. I'm just looking at me on the screen. That's why I'm constantly looking down instead of at you. Hi. How you doing there? Good? But let me know what you think. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Do the things that you do on the internet. I will read all of the comments because I get like none. Oh my god, I'm so unpopular. And I'm just gonna go cry. Okay, I'm just... But I hope you enjoyed this. Any suggestions as to what I should talk about that would make the gaming community better. It would help if it's from MOBAs, because that's what I primarily play, but I do know things, FPS stuff, camping, drop shotting. Oh, drop shotting. Alright, well, enjoy yourself on the battlefield, and I'll see you in the next installment.